Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today I'm going to be reviewing some of the Origins skincare products, actually all of the Origins skincare products that I have been using over the last few weeks. If you have been following my channel, you may have seen my Origins haul and unboxing video that I did in December. I will leave a link for that so that you can go ahead and check that out afterwards, but this is going to be sort of my thoughts on everything that I bought then, plus a few other items that I have bought here and there since starting to use the Origins line. I'm not wearing any makeup today since we are talking skin. I wanted you to really be able to see and get a feel for my skin, so without further ado, let's hop in. So let's kind of go in order with how I would use the products. I'll start with the cleansers that I have, then I'll move on to masks, treatments, and moisturizers, and then I've got one body product to talk about as well. So cleanser-wise, I bought the A Perfect World skincare set at Christmas time, and it had this cleanser in it. This is the A Perfect World Antioxidant Cleanser with white tea. This, I bought it and I initially really liked it, so I ended up buying the larger size companion so I could save this for travel. Now, I kind of wish that I didn't because it's not my favorite cleanser. I've kind of gone back to using Purity sometimes because I like that a bit better. This was not drying on my skin, but it was just a little too foamy for me. I don't really like a foamy cleanser. So that being said, I kind of don't really need that giant bottle of cleanser I have now, but I'm kind of stuck with it. So I've got it. I'll try and use it. I'll probably let my boyfriend use it. I'll probably maybe end up giving it to my sister or somebody that can kind of get more use out of it than me. That being said, I will keep the mini size just for kind of when I want a little bit of a deeper clean. Also in that initial order, I got a miniature Checks and Balances frothy face wash. This is so drying. It is, they say frothy, they mean frothy. It is like foam, central, thick, lush foam, but it is so drying on my skin. I use this maybe once every other week if I really feel like I need to deep clean, but it is definitely not something that I find myself reaching for too often because it is very drying. But the cleanser that I have really enjoyed from them is this one here. This is the Origins Clean Energy Gentle Cleansing Oil. This is right up my street. It's cleansing oil. You buy the pumps separately, and I like to use 2 or 3 pumps of this and really work it in to my dry face. It will take off makeup, it'll take off waterproof mascara, everything, and it really leaves the skin feeling hydrated but not greasy or no residue or anything gross left over on the skin. And sometimes I will follow up with Purity from Philosophy if I really feel like I want a double cleanse, but this is the cleanser that I've been enjoying the most from Origins, and I love the way this smells as well. After cleansing, I sometimes will use a mask. This is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. And I like this a lot. I've used it before my whole Origins experience. This is the only Origins product I've tried, or I had tried before, you know, jumping in, and I like it a lot. I don't use it every day, obviously. I don't really have that sort of skin type, but when I'm feeling congested or I feel like I really need to get in there and extract something from my pores, I will go ahead and use this. You can see like there's a clear spot through here because I've used quite a bit of it. And I like it a lot, so this is something I definitely will probably purchase in full size. So I've tried 2 of the treatment lotions from the line. These are both sample sizes, and their treatment lotions are sort of like a toner, but they're not alcohol based, so they're not very astringent-y, I guess. The one I got first was the A Perfect World Age Defense Treatment Lotion with white tea. This one was fine. I didn't notice huge crazy results from it. I like it because it doesn't feel alcohol-y and make my face burn, so that's great, but I didn't feel like it made any huge dramatic difference. However, this is the Mega Mushroom Skin Relief Soothing Treatment Lotion. This, I noticed a huge difference in my skin after using it just one time. This came as a sample with my last order, and I like it a lot. This I used that first time and I immediately felt my skin feel so soothed and relieved. It took the redness right out of my face. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but like when you know, you know. So this is definitely something I will think about repurchasing, especially over the A Perfect World one. Also from the Mega Mushroom line, this is the eye serum. I've been using this as well. This came again with that sample pack with my last order, and I just use this on my ring fingers, press it around my eye area, and this has been my eye cream of choice since I got that order in about 2 weeks ago, and I like it a lot. It's not the most hydrating thing in the world, but it really does feel cooling around that eye area, so I like it especially in the morning time. Sometimes I'll layer on a thicker eye cream in the evening with this, but it sits beautifully under makeup, doesn't cause my concealer concealer to crease or anything like that. So I've been really liking this a lot too. I don't know that I would necessarily purchase this one anytime soon, maybe in the future, because eye cream tends to last me quite a while, and I do have a few already. Next, I've got my favorite item that I've purchased so far. This is the Origins Plantscription Youth Renewing Face Oil. This is a blend of oils. It's not like one specific oil, but I know it's got sweet almond oil in it. And I use 3 drops of this in the morning on my skin. That's what I have on as my moisturizer today, and about 4 or 5 at night underneath my night cream, and I love it a lot. I've even used a drop or 2 of this in a couple of my foundations to kind of sheer out the coverage and add glow to the skin. I even used this in a makeup tutorial recently. You can check that out down below as well. And I absolutely love this. This is my favorite product so far. It hasn't broken me out. It hasn't made me feel greasy. It smells great. And it does what I need it to do, and that's all I can ask for from a product. I do wish, however, that it came in a glass bottle, or maybe, I don't know, I just don't love the packaging on it, but the product inside is worth it to me for maybe not the best packaging. And again, it's very, I don't know, it's not a thick oil. It's a medium textured oil, I would say. It's not the thinnest oil in the world, but it's definitely not thick and greasy. I don't know what else to say about it, but I really like this a lot. It's definitely my favorite purchase from the line. Next, we're going to talk about moisturizers. The first one I have to talk about is the A Perfect World SPF 25 Age Defense Moisturizer with White Tea. This is probably the biggest knot of the group for me. I don't use it anymore. I used it for the first month or so every single morning, and it did okay. My skin just doesn't like it. I don't know what's in it that my skin doesn't love, but I was finding myself a little bit more oily in the face than I normally had been, and I found, and I ended up having a breakout, and I quit using this after the breakout, and it kind of healed, and it hasn't come back. So I'm gonna leave that down to this. But I don't know what it was. Maybe it's some of the sunscreens in here my skin just didn't get along with, but it's not for me. Again, this is a product I will probably either just use for my chest or the back of my hands when I'm going out, or I might even just end up giving it to a relative or a friend to use, see if it works better for them. But again, the A Perfect World SPF 25 just wasn't for me. The night cream, however, I do love. This is the High Potency Nitamins. This is a mineral enriched renewal cream. I use this at night. Sometimes I'll even use it in the morning, but it is just a good face cream. It's thick and it's rich, but it doesn't leave a super greasy film on the skin, but it does provide enough moisture to make it through the night, if you know what I mean. And I really like to layer the Plantscription oil underneath this for extra hydration and glow. But yeah, this I definitely did enjoy. I am obviously not old, so I'm not seeing huge, drastic, wrinkle-reducing results from any of these products. That's not really what they're designed for either. These are more kind of preservation products. I'm just trying to keep the face that I have for as long as possible. I do have another mask to talk about. This one is an overnight mask, so this would go on at the very end of your skincare routine. You could replace your evening moisturizer with this or use it by itself. This is the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. And I like this a lot. I use it especially after shaving. I like to shave in the evening because my skin is very sensitive and I'll get very red. So I like to use this in the evening to kind of go over my shaved face, and it really protects me overnight from getting any kind of razor bumps or redness or irritation on the skin. And I actually have a little bit of this on now because I ended up having to shave this morning because I was filming and blah blah blah. But that being said, I do like this a lot. This is probably, again, one of my favorites from the line. And the last thing to talk about is the Precipitation Continuous Moisture Recovery for Body. This is just a body lotion. I am actually almost done with it, and I'm kind of sad about it because I like it a lot. I just use this after I take a shower or after I get out of the bath to really kind of moisturize the whole body because it's wintertime and I'm dry, and I've been using this not every day and not every time I bathe or take a shower, but when I think about it or when I have an extra few minutes, I will definitely put this on my whole body, and my body loves it. I will definitely be buying this in full. I don't know, this might even be full size. I will definitely be buying this again in the future. Or maybe even looking at some of their other ones, because I know they've got a few different scents and fragrance ranges with their body lotions. And I don't mind using a fragrance body lotion on my body, just I try to keep away from it on my face. So that was everything that I have from Origins. I have had a couple other samples here and there. I had a sample of the Ginseng Eye, a sample of the Original Skin Mask. Both of those I loved. I used the whole things of, and I don't have those samples anymore to show you, but both of those products were really nice. I really, really liked that Original Skin Mask. It's kind of a clay mask that has exfoliating beads in it, so as you're removing it, you're exfoliating your skin, which I thought was really clever. It's kind of a two-in-one there. So just to overview, my few favorite things, well, my lots of favorite things from the line are definitely these here. These are more for dry skin folks. So again, that's the Clean Energy Gentle Cleansing Oil, the Plant-Scription Renewing Face Oil, a Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask, and the High Potency Nitamins. And the ones I didn't really love was the A Perfect World line. I just found that my skin didn't really get along with it. So that is that. I hope you all enjoyed this video, learned something new, and maybe we'll be picking up some Origins products, or maybe steering away from some Origins products based on my reviews, and I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment below telling me if you've tried any of the Origins products and you think there's something that I need to add to my routine, or maybe there's another line of products that you think I would really like because I am in the market for a new serum. While you're down there, go ahead and open up the description box because there's a link to every single product that I talked about today, as well as links to my social media. You can check me out on Facebook. You can also check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All of those are at JonJonTalks. Click on my face now to be subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! This is just a full coverage concealer that works really well under the eye. I also like to use it other places as well, so I'm going to take